Scientists, Mr. Stafford here, and today I wanted to show you Unit 4, Lesson 4, Comparing Values to Make Decisions. This first level has you work through the activity guide, and you can use the console to do that. On our next level, what it's asking us to do is to go to the dice.java file, so navigate there, and update the setCurrentSides method to get the current dice image to match the value of the dice. So find the setCurrentSide method, and it says, for example, if a 1 is rolled, the dice image located at index 0 should be displayed. If a 6 is rolled, the dice image located at index 5 should be displayed. So we see that there's this one off between what is displayed and what our index is. So if we're looking at the setCurrentSide and then they have the value, if a 1 is rolled, the value would be 1. So it says this.currentValue equals value, but then we are going to return the dice image of and not value. So again, for example, if value was 1, we should return index 0. So what we need to do is value minus 1. And we can also see that getCurrentSide has that same exact manipulation here, where current value minus 1. So go ahead and click Finish, and just update that index reference here. I'll run it just to make sure. When we roll it, pop balloons, total 5. Very good, no errors. And then on to the next programming level, which would be level 4. And it says in popballoonsgame.java, so navigate to popballoonsgame, and the method update dice. So we got to find update dice. It updates the image for the dice to match the value that was rolled, and we need to add the following to complete the method. If dice is 1. So looking at this method, I'm going to zoom in a little bit. It updates the display of the dice to match the value rolled. And so we have two parameters, dice and value. And so it's asking if dice is 1. So check if first dice and update it. So if dice is equal to 1. And then in it we have to declare and initialize dice left to get the dice object from the call GameDisplay.getLeftDice. So we're going to create a dice object, so dice left dice is going to be equal to, and then we make the we call the GameDisplay class, and then the method getLeftDice from that GameDisplay class here. Okay. Because if we look, let's look at GameDisplay and getLeftDice. So here's GameDisplay, and I'm looking for the getLeftDice method, which is right here, getLeftDice, and we see that it is returning a dice object. Okay, so we're on to part B in this if statement. Okay, in the update dice method. And it says, remove the dice image currently displayed on the board using myBoard.removeItem and leftDice.getCurrentSide. So I'm going to copy this, myBoard.removeItem, because if we're updating the display of the dice, I want to remove the previous dice that is being displayed. So leftDice.getCurrentSide, so I'm going to copy that. And then part C says, use myBoard.addImage. So I have removed the old image and I want to add the new image. myBoard.addItem. And the dice method setCurrentSide to add the dice image at the parameter value. So what we need to do is call leftDice.setCurrentSide. And we're feeding in the parameter of value to set the actual value of that dice. Okay. And the next thing that we're doing, if dice is 2. So we've already done it for the first dice. Now what we're doing is we're going to manipulate it, so we're declaring and initializing a dice called write dice. So I've done a lot of the work here, and I'm going to copy this if statement and paste it here. And we're going to ask if dice is now 2, and instead of if left dice, we're going to call it write dice. So declare and initialize write dice to get the dice object from the call GameDisplay.getWriteDice. So instead of get left dice, I need to change it to get write dice. And then we need to remove the dice image currently displayed in the board using myBoard.removeItem, which I've already done here, and write dice, change it from left dice, write dice.getCurrentSide, and then use the myBoard.addImage and the dice method setCurrentSide to add the dice image at the parameter value. So again, we're no longer doing left dice, we're doing right dice. And let's test this, see if we have any issues. Okay, we want to roll it and test it. I have a 2 and a 3, and the total is 5, which we can test and make sure that that is right. Okay, and that's it for Unit 4, Lesson 4.